Hello guys, my name is Ryan Kelly and today I'm going to be doing an analysis video on Gravity Falls Episode 1 and Episode 2 of Season 2. So if you have not seen Episode 1 and 2 of Season 2 of Gravity Falls, then go back and watch it so you can understand the references. Also, go back and watch Season 1 if you have not. So without further ado, let's start this analysis of Gravity Falls Season 2, Episode 1 through 2. So the first thing I want to talk about is the man with 6 fingers. So, there's a person in Gravity Falls that has 6 fingers who has written the journal. How we know this is from 2 pieces of evidence. One, Grunkle Stan puts on a glove at the very beginning of episode 1 of season 2. It has 6 finger slots. So why is that? Why does it have 6? Obviously the guy has to have 6 fingers. And there's another scene from episode 2 that also reveals this. Take a look at this clip right here.
What did you do to the real author?
You'll likely never find him. That 6-fingered nerd hasn't been himself in 30 years.
So that pretty much proves that the author had 6 fingers. And who is someone that could have 6 fingers in Gravity Falls? There's only one other person that could, and his name is Old Man McGucket. Now, why would Old Man McGucket write the books? I mean, he seems so uneligible for writing the books. But let me explain how this is possible. Old Man McGucket has a cast on his right hand, and plus, there's this one leaked image that is supposedly real that Old Man McGucket is the writer of the journals and has 6 fingers. Take a look at the image. As you can see, this really does look like Old Man McGucket has the band-aid on the beard, has his hat in the background, and he does have 6 fingers writing in the book. Now, this could just be an April Fool's joke, but we don't know. It is very possible that it could be Old Man McGucket, because also in episode 1 and 2, there's evidence that something happened 30 years ago, and it would explain how Old Man McGucket was writing what looks about him 30 years earlier in the books and now is totally insane. Take a look at these clips.
See, there it is again. We haven't seen readings like this for 30 years. Is it coming from deep space? An enemy weapon site? Just as I suspected. Gentlemen, we're going to Gravity Falls. What did you do to the real author?
You'll likely never find him. That 6-fingered nerd hasn't been himself in 30 years. But I do thank you for bringing me his...
So Old Man McGucket is most likely the journal writer. For this reason: A, that picture does look like him from 30 years ago, and B, he is crazy and totally insane, and this would explain a lot. Going through that portal that Grunkle Stan activates at the last episode of Season 1 would do something like that to you if you didn't know how it works. And plus, look at this decoded message for Episode 2 of Season 2. So this code, when deciphered, means improper use of machinery could lead to utter catastrophe. So if Old Man McGucket did make the machine and something happened 30 years ago, then why is Grunkle Stan involved with all of this? Well, I have a possible theory. If you watch this clip, you'll see what I'm talking about.
30 long years, and it's all led up to this.
30 long years. That's interesting that he says that, because that's when the incident happened. So does that mean Grunkle Stan was there when the incident happened? So, was Grunkle Stan associated with the author at one point? Because if that's the case, then Grunkle Stan and Old Man McGucket could have been friends. They could have been research partners. We don't know. I mean, it would make sense to how Grunkle Stan has access to the author's secret lab. And this would explain how Grunkle Stan knew there was 3 blueprints in each of the journals, and when they put them all together, it would show a blueprint of the portal. I don't know, this is just something that I came up with the help of the internet. Let me guys know in the comments if you think this is correct or if it's incorrect. But let's move on to the next part of this video. So one question ran across my mind as I was watching both of these episodes. Where is Ravi? Now this might not be a huge question, but I think it is. Because in episode 1, Wendy's friends do appear to the party, but Ravi is not with them. Why is that? Now you could say that Ravi has a broken heart and does not want to see Wendy or anything like that, but that's not true, because in the last episode of Gravity Falls for Season 1, Ravi is there with a boombox trying to win Wendy back, and in episode 2 of Season 2, he texts Wendy with his frowny face thing, winking. I don't understand that. But this is weird. I mean, he should have at least come to the party because it seems like he's obsessed with Wendy, and that would have been the perfect time for him to beg her to come back. He did get a magical CD that won Wendy back. Couldn't he do the same thing again? But I don't know. This is just a weird thing I had, and I noticed it while I was watching the episode. This room raised a ton of questions to me. Why are there a bunch of red glowing signs? And why do only certain amount of the tiles move towards you to try to crush you? Why wouldn't the entire room move towards you? Well, obviously this is a security room because the book says it's a security room. Or is it a security room? It could be, but what if it's a security room for Bill Cipher? But what if, when Gideon did the spell, it released him from here? Because when they entered, it said, keep out. So there could have been something locked up in here. And it could have been Bill Cipher. It's just a little idea. I don't know. It could be right. It's just something I noticed when I was watching this. It's interesting. It does bring a lot of questions to me. Why it is so locked up. I want to talk about the Shapeshifter. Why is the Shapeshifter not mentioned at all in any of the books? Now, we only do know about the second and the third book. We don't know much about the first book, so it could be there. But just in case it's not there, then why is he so hidden? Why wouldn't the guy want to talk about him? I mean, it would make sense to inform the readers about the Shapeshifter, but I guess we'll never know. It's just a weird question that came across my mind. And also, in this scene coming up, why would the Shapeshifter help Dipper? Or not really help him, but warn him about what will happen if he keeps digging for the author. Take a look at the scene.
You think you're so clever, don't you, Dipper? But you have no idea what you're up against. You will never find the author. If you keep digging, you'll meet a fate worse than you can imagine. And this will be the last form you ever take.
This was an image found at the very end of episode 1 of season 2 of Gravity Falls, and it decodes to say, the man downstairs is very clever, can he hide his plans forever? Now, this is weird that it says this right next to a skeleton that Skull is breaking. Obviously, this means the government will find his portal and try to confiscate it from him and cause another disaster. Maybe not the last part, but that the government will find it and screw it up in some fashion. We don't know yet, and we can only figure out by watching more Gravity Falls. So there's one last thing I want to talk to you guys about before I end the video, and that is the briefcase / computer that Seuss got from the lab. What could it have on there, and why does Bill want it? Because we can see in the trailer that Bill Cipher is trying to get the briefcase. But anyway, it says property of F. Now, does Old Man McLucken's first name start with an F, or is it someone completely different? And Old Man McLucken is just there to throw us off from the true author. I mean, we don't know, to be honest. We can't really tell from the little information we have about it, but we do know it's going to have a big role in Season 2. Well, guys, do you agree or do you disagree with this opinions / theories / analysis of Gravity Falls Season 1? So do you guys agree with me? So do you guys agree with the opinions / theories / observations I made about Gravity Falls Season 2, Episode 1 through 2? If so, let me know in the comments, and if not so, then let me know what you think theories and possibilities for Gravity Falls could be. Thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure you watch more of my videos. Thank you guys again. My name is Ryan Kelly, and goodbye.